EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Prescott from the gun. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from me a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Newton. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Prescott. Rolling to his right. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got room to run past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Here's Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott eluding the press. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll give to Elliott. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Zerline's kick is up and through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
On second down, McCaffrey gets around him. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish, but you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I'm going back to you.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second down at 7. The give is to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Well, caught by Trimble. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Trimble, 88 yards. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Yetur Gross-Matos picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when a screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in the tough spot with that interception. We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott finding Schultz.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Second and 10. Here's Dak.
Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Now Prescott.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
To throw, Prescott.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done.
Cam to throw.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. From the 24, Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
Rolling to his left, and this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Marshall's got it. Gets through, and now an opening. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Off play action. Newton. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Here's Newton.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 109 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him. They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Cam's throw is caught here by Anderson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 86 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And they will take the lead at 13-10. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Big D. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New England Patriots. It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing, Jones. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, third and long.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Jones. That's caught by Myers. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the third and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's first and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 21. Throwing to start the drive. Newton. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. McCaffrey with a first down and more. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 65 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They hand this off to Harris, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there for New England. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that.
And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, even all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man?
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
These two teams all tied after one. Harris, and he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Newton. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They go play action here on 1st down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Now Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall there to make the grab. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. This is White on the screen. White's got a first down and more. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take over here up near the 40. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A final shot before the break. Newton. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
At the 34-yard line.
Second and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run it here. This is James White.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On the give, this is Harris. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Folk's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20 to 17. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes left side. He will score. Touchdown, Carolina.
Because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man is Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, New England.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the 1st. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Officially
nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. On the move to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The Panther kicker, Zane Gonzalez, has us ready to go, and we are underway here from Bank of America Stadium. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. There's Trimble, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They fake the give. Newton. Rolling to his right. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a...
And he takes it into the end zone for the Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, fine work. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, They snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From the 50, Newton. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Newton's pass is on target to Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Newton. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. I can't say that's something you see often, but it worked out for them. Tie game. They try to get the ball back, and they do.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad used to give me a lot of tales about this guy called Old Mo. I never knew who Old Mo was. Now I do. It's Old Momentum, and they want to keep riding it.
Old Mo. Is that a true story? Or?
True story.
I love your pops. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Check 53 is mine. I don't even know why this team showed up. 53 is the mark. 53.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers out in front, and they will give the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
this Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On second down, McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Newton now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Hardman on the return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for him, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Mahomes now on 1st down. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of... The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Check 93's the mic. Great. Check 93's the mic.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 75 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. The game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll try and run with Balaj. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Off play action, Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. McCaffrey is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. All that, baby, all that. 43's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3, this is where the ball goes anymore.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Check, 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 check. Gun.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the...
Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second down and goal. Roethlisberger now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to... Decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
Newton, meanwhile, here connected with McCaffrey. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Newton. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport, they say the great athletes. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this one back.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Roethlisberger. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Ebron with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Oh, I think the Panthers have got it. They did. Carolina football. Now Newton on first down. Flush to his right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Newton. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. To throw is Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Alex Highsmith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. Flushed out right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Ben to throw again. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Eric Ebron. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
From the 22, Newton. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Newton's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completion. completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And caught by Tremble. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Gun.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great, but that's not what you're really playing for.
Newton to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Well, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Here's Smith to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. They go with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake taking it in from a near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Now a second down and 6. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 9. Throwing is Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48's the mark. We got 20.
They fake the give. Newton. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down and 4, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall there to make the grab. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Carr now on first down. They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down. The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 7. Now Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Off play action. Newton. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gone Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make a make. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Boy, he had to fit the... into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down. On
1st down, Drake. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He was taken over at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the toss, Drake going left. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Oh, fighting off the defender. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing his Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 46 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And with a little more than a minute to go, we are all tied. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all
kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's Smith to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Drake. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. Right back to Drake. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here's Carr. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Carr. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And this one is right through. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take.